All right, y'all. So this week we've been looking at the Hula Hooping Queen. We had Oprah Winfrey read it to us on Monday. And so we've looked at the plot elements of the story. We've looked at the character changes of the story. We've discussed different things that we like as individuals, and written a paper over that. So today we're gonna look at the theme of the book itself. So what is theme again? Somebody tell me.
The moral of the story.
Right, the moral or the lesson of the story. So the theme is what we learn when we're looking at our story. What's one theme that you think we could find in the book, The Hula Hooping Queen? Alasia, you answer because Samaya answered the other one.
That Kamika loves hula hooping.
I can't understand you. Say it again.
That Camilla loves hula hooping.
Is that a lesson? Something we can learn and apply to our life?
Oh, the
Samaya, you want to help her out? And then Alasia, I'm coming back to you.
the lesson of the was do what you love.
Okay, do what you love to do. That's a good one. Be yourself, do what you love to do. Alasia, I told you I was coming back to you. What's something you can add to that?
That when you do something that you like, the thing that you like might be something that somebody else likes.
Okay, so you may have things in common with people that you didn't know you had things in common with. That's a good one. Another one that comes to my mind is, use your time wisely. If she had, done what she was supposed to do when her mom told her to, she wouldn't have put herself in a bad predicament. So use your time wisely. So I think all three of those are really, really good themes. We're gonna watch a vocabulary video to review theme. We're gonna talk a little bit more about why theme is important in a story, and then we're going to look and see what our assignment is for today. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen. As always, if you can't hear, please let me know.
It was an ice-cold evening in the city that never sleeps. Criminals stalked the streets, and everywhere you looked, it was a war of good versus evil. Will there be a hero to come save the city? Someone on a mission for justice? Stay tuned to find out what the theme is.
Yeah, we've got some knowledge you can get right here. We're talking about a theme or a big idea. It's a message about life the author is expressing. So here's an example for anyone with question. Excessive pride leads to a person's demise. Now a few more themes you can try and emphasize. In The Little Prince, I won't keep you guessing. Relationships teach you important lessons. And in Tuck Everlasting, there's that death is a part of the life cycle. Do you get it yet? Many different stories have themes that they share. It could be in this book and that book over there. Like in Alice in Wonderland and The Little Prince. Do you know what a theme that they share is? It's that in childhood, you're open-minded. And you know things that adults lose sight of. Don't confuse theme with the main idea though. So just in case, let me break it down for you real slow. Main idea is what a text is about mostly. While the theme is more sweeping, so you've gotta read closely. Every story has a theme, a universal concept, if you know what I mean. Theme in every story has a theme. Just below the surface, running through it like a stream. Every story has a theme, a universal concept, if you know what I mean. Theme in every story has a theme. Just below the surface, running through it like a stream. Now a writer won't come right out and say what the theme is, but with the character and plot, you don't need to be a genius. Take Batman, aka Bruce Wayne the billionaire, the moonlighting crime fighter who all of the villains fear.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, a truly diabolical one comes into town,
Right.
and really puts Batman to the test. The Joker, the Penguin, the Scarecrow, you can guess that.
What?
Every time without fail, it's the good guy, Batman, who prevails.
So what's the theme?
Think about the plot and the characters, heroes, villains.
I see the theme.
Yup, there it is. Good triumphs over evil. Let's do another, cause a text can have more than one theme to discover. Bruce Wayne's a jerk, but Batman's a good guy. So another theme is there's more than meets the eye. Every story has a theme, a universal concept, if you know what I mean. Theme in every story has a theme. Just below the surface, running through it like a stream. Every story has a theme, a universal concept, if you know what I mean. Theme in every story has a theme. Just below the surface, running through it like a stream.
And here we are. This story has many themes, as you can tell. There's always a theme to everything you read, everything you see. Make sure you dig deep. Your story has a theme, too. Every story has a theme.
All right, everybody. So, why is it important that we identify the theme?
To know what it is, what it is, like if you have a birthday party and the theme is like a character, you'll know like how to think about it, I think.
Right. Very good, Alasia. So if I know the theme, if I'm able to identify the theme, then I know a different way of how to think about the text. And it allows me to see the text the way that the author wanted me to see it. So there are some books that we read, pretty much every text that we read, whether it's a text message, an email, when we read it, we each form our own interpretation or understanding of what that means, right? When we're able to identify the themes, it brings it a little bit more together so that whoever reads the book is able to understand the same concept that the author was trying to get across, okay? Because it can be lost. There are some things that one person can get from a story that another person didn't. But when you look at the theme and you look at it together, you're able to kind of coincide and come together on what the author specifically wanted us to learn at that point in time when we were looking at the story, okay? So how is theme important when you use it in your writing? Somebody that's not Alasia, so either Tamaya or Brian. When you're writing your own story, should you take theme in mind and why?
Yes, ma'am.
Why?
So the reader could get the message of the story.
So if I'm a writer and I don't include the theme, do you think my story is automatically bad?
Yes, ma'am.
Not automatically bad, but do my readers know their reason for reading the story?
No, ma'am.
Good. So if I'm not if I don't identify what the theme is when I'm writing, or if I don't have a theme in mind while I'm writing my story, then my readers are not going to have a theme when they're reading it. So it's important that when I'm writing my stories, I'm thinking about what is it that I want my reader to understand? What is it that I want my reader to know and learn from this? So that when I'm done with my writing, I can make sure that my readers are understanding what I want them to learn or understand. Does that make sense? Thumbs up if that makes sense. I can see most of you. Hey Maya. So we talked about theme today. We talked about the theme of our book Hula Hooping Queen that we've been looking at this week. Alasia, what was the theme that you said? Can you repeat that for Maya and Brian?
That if you like something, you should keep doing it because you can have something in common with somebody else that likes the same thing.
Okay, good. And then Tamaya, can you tell us what your theme was again?
Do what you love.
Do what you love. Good. So those were two themes that were our students came up with, and then a theme that I added to them was use your time wisely, because remember she ended up putting herself in a bad situation with getting the sugar and stuff because she stopped and lost track of time. If she had done what she was supposed to do, she could have went and probably worked, play with the girls later on and not put herself in a situation where she couldn't make the cake with her with her mom. So today your assignment is, hold on. How do I exit out of this?
It was an ice
Hold
cold
on.
evening.
I'm trying to get out of there we go. Okay, so this is the graphic organizer that you're going to be working on. Remember, it's on the Clever page. When you click the assignment instructions, you'll be able to go and find it. But this is the graphic organizer. And so you're going to look at what is the story mostly about, what is the problem, how is it solved, and then what is the author's message. Okay. Everybody see this? Give me thumbs up so I can see. Hold on. Everybody see this? Okay. So that's your assignment for today. Before we log off, I want to give you a couple of reminders. The first reminder is remember to get on to Imagine Learning and Literacy every day. So you should be doing Imagine Learning and Imagine Math every day. So make sure that you complete that every day on top of the assignments. Okay. Second thing is tomorrow. What's today? Today's Thursday. So tomorrow is a parade around the neighborhood. For the teachers will be in the parade, and so we'll be driving through tomorrow, starting at 1 p.m. We're gonna start closer to the school, and then we're gonna, go throughout. So depending on where you live, we may come a little bit after 1, but we are starting the parade at 1. So I'm not. So if you want to participate in the parade and come out and see us, please come outside. Obviously we are still doing, we're following the rules, so y'all can't come up to our cars or anything like that. But please come out and, sit in your driveway or sit in front of your apartment and see us tomorrow. We'll be driving through to see y'all. So like I said, it starts at 1. I'm gonna post the parade route in Class Dojo. So if you don't know what a parade route is, it just is basically like a map, and there's a line that's showing where we're going to drive on the parade route. Okay. So like, when your mom is trying to go somewhere, she puts in her GPS, and it's like the car, and it's like a little red or blue, depending on what app she's using. It's like a blue line, and she's like following that blue line. Has everybody seen that? Give me a thumbs up if you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so I see some confusion. So let me show you. So I personally use Waze. That's just what I use. So if I'm trying to go, hold on. If I'm trying to go somewhere, I'm obviously gonna tell Waze where I'm trying to go.
Let's get started. Drive safely.
And so if you can see, it's like a little purple line that's telling me where to drive. Everybody see that? Give me a thumbs up if you see that. Okay, so that purple line is what we're gonna, what the picture is gonna be of. So when we send you the picture, it's gonna be a picture, it's gonna have a red line. That red line is gonna show the streets that we're gonna drive on. Does that make sense? Okay. Elijah, I know that you're in Louisiana, so I'm so sorry that we'll miss you. But we do hope to see y'all tomorrow on the parade route. So I will see you in the morning to kind of review the parade route, where it is, how to get there, and all that kind of stuff. But for today, that's all that I have for you. Is there anybody that has a question, a comment, concern, whether it's about the lesson, whether it's about the parade, or anything like that? Oh, Tamaya, I can see your face. Look at you. Actually, turning your camera on today. Any other questions? All right, y'all have a good day. Make sure if you need anything, send me a message in Class Dojo. All right, y'all. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.